My name is Raju Venkatesh. I am the eldest of 5 children and I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. Right now we are in the village of Asagam of Goa, and we have a lot of tourists coming from different states like in India, like Bombay, Karnataka, Kerala, and some of them is tourists from outer country like Australia, England, and nowadays we have a lot of Russian people coming to the Goa. Some of the people come in Goa like hippies. We call hippies means a foreign people come to Goa for the juggling like magic shows. We have carnival time, so they come in different way of dressing styles and costumes and different kinds of programs like dancing, different kinds of dancing. In the beach we have different kinds of problem, like a child is sending for begging, or some children come for begging for food, and with children never get it. Child never gets that money for the eating. It goes directly for the father for the drinking, and which encourage them to go for more begging, and child never gets the food. A street child means in India a child who has no shelter, no clothing and no food. The children end up in the slum because they don't have a proper place to stay. Slum is the place where all the garbage places are thrown, or else where the stinking gutters are there. There is a slum because that's the only available place where they can stay. The reason I know this situation because it happened to me in my life. My father came from Andhra Pradesh to Goa for the work and to earn quick money, but he didn't find any money because he doesn't know any language of Goan, and that's how he started drinking, and we were separated, and I ended up in the slums, street slums. I was awake in the night time for looking after my brothers and sisters because I was worried if anything could happen. We stayed beside the road where there is no shade, nothing. Under the tree we was staying there. So that is a very bad condition. We didn't have a little bit place where we can sleep. Sometime here, sometime there, because even police, in the night time the police is to come and make us to go from there. My brothers were starving, so they started to begging for money because they are starving. They cannot suffer the pain. My sister was like a 4-month-old baby, which she need really milk to drink, and which she never got it. Even we don't have tears in our body to cry. If I cry, then my full family will cry. Then I used to carry my small sister in my arm, and other brother used to carry other girl, and we walk on. We thought then we will do something. Then I went to one house, then I asked for water. She said, one of the ladies said, get lost from here, because we were dirty, and even they not bother of giving us water to drink. My worries was that if anything happened to my family, then I cannot forgive myself. That was made me so very upset that I said no, I will not allow anything to happen for my family members. That's how we survive our lives. I work for the charity name called Shaddai. Shaddai is mainly looking for the street children and who didn't get childhood. Shaddai has many houses for the street children, and this house I am the assistant in charge of this place. My 49 children in our care. working in the shelter, it's very good because I go to different places where the slum children are there in the slums area. I go there and speak to them and I tell them what is the need of education. And if the children cannot come to our place, we go to their place and teach them on the slums. I'm also looking for the street children because I know the pain of the child, because I have gone through the pain and I felt the pain because it's a heartbreaking point. If I see some child begging on the road, I ask them, please come to our center. So I tell them all the benefits and all the facilities which Al-Shaddai is providing for them. Many children came to our shelters and staying in our homes, and some of them going to everyday school, and when I meet them, just running and they come and hug me. Oh, thank you so much, sir. I do this job because I love the job and I like to save some children as I saved, So I don't want other children to suffer like I suffered. So I look forward that I get more children and more children and more children until I grow older and older, like saving more children. When the charity found out my sisters, she was 1.5 years and she was looking like very thin and like a skeleton. And on top of her, she didn't have any clothes on her and all the flies was coming on her. That was 9 years ago. Now my sister looks like beautiful than like anything, and she's grown, put on weight on her, and she every day she goes with smartness to the school. When I see my sisters and brothers going to the school, and I feel very proud of that. El Shaddai has given us better future, as we have never had a childhood life. The one thing I will change in the world is that give a child whatever he requires, like example food, clothing and the shelter, and I will never ever that happen with the child, and I will always try to give clothing, shelter, food and education. This makes a child, because a child is the future of the world.